So, this Gemini season, we start off with immediate transit, which is
Jupiter enters Gemini on the 25th, and that happens only once every 11 years. This will amplify your Gemini traits in learning, communication, and travel. And it will affect your birth chart where Gemini is located and where Jupiter's located.
It will. And that is where, when we talk about astrology, especially looking at maybe predicting how your season is going to go and how that transit is going to go, which me and not another spiritual guru do every pagan church. And we can say it's pretty accurate. As long as you're actually looking at the houses.
Yeah.
And the placements.
Yeah, it gets, it calls you out.
It does. But
it's intense.
Astrology readings are not something you can do quick, fast, in a hurry by knowing one placement. You gotta dive.
Right. When you dive deep, that's when you get
the info.
The real information and the real answers about your life. A lot of people just know their sun sign. In fact, I would say majority of the world knows their sun sign.
But they don't know that there's more.
And they don't know that there's more. And then I'd say like a smaller portion know like their moon and their rising sign. And then they don't really know anything deeper than that. And then there's a very, very, very small percentage of us who know that there's a lot more to it.
It's not just big 3, it's big 6. All your planet placements are very important.
And even some people even know about big 6, but don't really go deeper than that.
You gotta go deep.
You know, there is so much to it. So much.
And I'm running our charts together and my family's charts. I've seen that not everybody's chart is the same. Some charts are kind of like an off-kilter wheel, and some are straight on, where one placement is just one house or one sign. But it's not always like that. And this is why when we talk about the astrology segment with the different artists, it's because we're comfortable using other people's stuff, but we'll give you a little sneak peek occasionally of our stuff because it's personal.
It is. It's personal, and we can share some information just to give you a little more in depth and getting to know us as well,
and to look where you need to look.
Yeah, it helps. Chart. Yeah, it helps teach you where to look as well, but also it does help get to know us as well.
It does. Definitely.
We do have our first episode where we do a Q&A, getting to know us, but over time, you'll get to know us more in depth. Just sticking with us.
Yeah. Yep. Still sticking with us, which we appreciate that, Jadeite Army.
Yeah.
And if you like the podcast or any of our social medias, just share it with anybody else that you feel like would match the vibe or enjoy it.
Yeah. We appreciate that. Every little bit counts. We really love to just see new views, and we love to see our stats go up even just a little bit every month, and that's just so exciting for us. Even all 5 of you listening, we see you.
We see you.
We see you.
Because you are repeat listeners.
Exactly. And we love you.
And if you're not just part of the 5 that has been here, thank you for joining us.
Exactly.
Because every time we see anything happen on the analytics, I call not another spiritual guru, and I'm like, we got another viewer.
Yes. Exactly. And it's so thrilling. I love it.
It's so good. So we're going to start with where Gemini is in our charts, and we are both Gemini suns. But that doesn't mean that our houses are the same.
Yes.
Because your sun is based on time.
We are actually quite different.
Quite different.
Yeah, our Gemini placements and Jupiter placements and Jupiter sign are different from each other. So
they are.
That is that's going to make quite a difference for both of us looking into this.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting transit for sure.
So my Gemini placements are my Sun, Moon, and Mercury in my 6th house. And my Jupiter placements are in my 8th house, in my Venus and Mars. And my Jupiter sign is Leo. So
let's break it down.
Break it down. So Gemini
is a stellium in her chart, babe.
Yeah.
It's full. There's no room in the inn.
Yeah, Gemini in the 6th house. Health, fitness, systems, analytical nature, pets, work habits, organization, senses of usefulness, and service given. That's where I'm going to be affected.
Service given.
Yeah, in my Gemini. And then for my Jupiter, Leo, Venus and Mars in my 8th house, I'm going to be affected by merging,
let me see,
sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritances, taxes, loans, assets, prosperity, joint ventures, goals, mystery, partners, resources. So those aspects will be affected in some way, reflecting my learning, communication, and travel. So, dun 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 dun.
Oh, the 8th house is the one. No, it's the 9th. Because your chart's not off kilter.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, yours is like.
My chart is off kilter.
All liminal spaces.
It is all liminal spaces, and it's a turning wheel. It is definitely turning compared to everybody else in my house. My chart is.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking at some struggles. So I need to look more into
think so much struggles. Just there's
8th house with Jupiter and Leo. I'm gonna have to look more into the Leo aspects with that one as well, because that's my Jupiter sign. But yeah, intimacy, sex, taxes, loans, assets, property.
Talking about the assets.
But also my Venus, Mars. So Venus is like your love language. Mars is your anger, your assertiveness.
Sounds very passion fueled for her.
It sounds like a interesting transit.
For you.
How many days is the transit?
We didn't look that up. Actually.
Yeah, we really need to figure that out because it's once every 11 years, but how long does it last? Does it last 11 years?
Sometimes it does.
Does this last 11 years for me?
Sometimes it does, because we did just come out of our Saturn transit a while ago, and that was like a 19-year transit.
Dang.
So sometimes this is like just a lessons that you're going to be learning in this house for the next 11 years. Sometimes it's not. Let me check.
Lessons in love and sex and intimacy.
It deleted that. You saw that, right?
Fantastic. I love that for me and you and everyone.
Well, everybody's lessons are not going to be the same.
No, I know. I mean, I love that it deleted it when you typed it.
It did definitely do that. We have a new player.
And then health, fitness, nature, pets, work habits, organization, sense of usefulness. Oh, man.
Yeah, I love this for me. What is it doing?
Well, that's good, though. I mean, I think the Gemini stuff is going to be good. Like,
ASMR, clicky clacky.
Clickety click click click. Tippity tip tip tap.
I want to get one of those nice bubble keyboards, but I have a laptop, so that's not. It would be too complicated to do that. Ooh, it is lasting a year.
A year.
June 30th, 2025, babe.
Ooh.
So a whole year you're going to be learning lessons in this specific. This is why it's important. This is why you need to know what's happening.
So the transit's for a year, y'all. Just,
That is intense.
Just get ready for it. Get ready for it. Because, you might have lessons in this all kinds of areas, You might, none of these areas are particularly bad.
But they're affected by, each house has an assignment. Like, think of a Walmart. That's a Walmart. Or a Target. That's a Target. So each house is like a building that has a name and you know what you're getting into when you walk into the house. But the manager of the store is the sign in charge of the house.
Yeah.
And that also, it matters what's inside the house. Because sometimes there's a planet in the house. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to get into mine now. I'm not excited. Because I have an off-kilter one, which means it's affecting 3 of my houses.
Yay!
Okay. So Gemini.
It could be affecting more. So just be happy.
I guess. I don't know how it would affect. I don't know how it would affect 4 houses.
It
could. Look, I'm not saying it wouldn't. So Gemini is in my 9th and 10th house. Yeah, it's like a duplex situation. It's the best way. I was trying to explain it to another spiritual guru when we were comparing charts. And I was like, it's like a duplex. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I had to show her.
Sometimes.
So it's like the manager who built the building decided that half of the store was going to be a Target and the other half is going to be a coffee shop. Which, it's not too off kilter, but I guess it depends on who the manager was, right? It wouldn't be a Target and a coffee shop if the Gemini was the manager. It would be like a record store and a Walmart. Or something like crazy like that. That's not exactly crazy, but you know what I'm saying.
It'd be a record store and a grocery store.
Or a library. A library next to a record store.
A concert hall.
Yeah. That's gonna be good. No hate. We're Gemini rising. We're Gemini suns, so no hate. No hate.
A concert hall full of cryptids, anyone?
That would be. Anyways, so Gemini, my birth chart is in my 9th and 10th house. So Gemini rules over travel, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, law, and religion, cross-culture relations, learning ethics, career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, public image, masculinity, men, fathers, experts, and home. Those are both of the houses that Gemini is in charge of. So that's great for me. Yeah. I think I have other placements in these houses, but like I said, the houses are like duplexes. So it's like each building has multiple managers. But I didn't write those down because I was a little concerned. So we're just going to say that. That's going to be an interesting time for sure because that's a lot of things. And then Jupiter is in my 12th house, which was interesting because we were looking at 12th and 11th and first house because your ascendant could be any of those houses because we compared.
What is your Jupiter sign?
It's Virgo.
Virgo.
Yes.
Virgo.
12th house, which is endings, healings, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, old age, afterlife, what is hidden, limiting beliefs, and subconscious. I've been going through it already. This is the pre-shadow to this transit that we've been in. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Pre-shadow is like 2 weeks prior and 2 weeks after.
Well, it's not quite. Oh, it is 2 weeks because it's It's May 25th, yeah. May 25th is within the 2 weeks.
I don't think. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, with some winky winks, that some of these things that I've been going through look like they were destined to happen at this time, not just because of other factors. Winkety wink.
Winkety wink.
You know what I mean.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, that's gonna be... It's been interesting. I feel like I'm really feeling the 12th house right now. I don't know what's going on with the 9th and 10th right now, other than the fact that people hate Geminis on site, so... Because reputation.
Yeah.
Gemini rules my house for reputation.
Yeah, but you don't...
You love me or hate me.
But you don't have a bad reputation.
I don't have a bad reputation, but
You
I'm
have
very
a
much...
good reputation.
People love me or hate me, though. There's no in between. There is no in between.
Haters can suck it.
You said it. So yeah, look at your chart and where Gemini and Jupiter is and what's surrounding that. And if you have questions, you could Google it. Like, what does it mean if my Jupiter is in my 12th house? Because I was just reading off the houses. That's what we're doing, reading off the houses. And we didn't really talk much about the aspects. Like another spiritual guru said, the aspects of the sign that's ruling that house. So for Virgo, ruling a house of closure, we're checking off the checklist. We're checking it off.
Yeah.
And with Gemini ruling a house of travel, I don't know.
We're traveling.
Very, very sporadic.
We traveling.
We traveling with no rules.
No rules.
We just going.
We going.
No bags are packed. We'll figure out along the way. That's what.
We going.
So yeah.
We're already gone.
You just don't see us.
We're not even here.
I did the hand thing in front of my face. You can't see it, but I can see it.
Yeah, you know.
So, now we're gonna start talking about our Gemini people that are famous. Our famous Gemini people. Unless you want to deep dive in the houses ruling the manager of the houses. I feel like the people know us well enough, but if you want to deep dive that, we can.
Ooh. Deep dive the what?
Manager of the houses, or we can go on to famous people that are Geminis that are not universally hated. Which was hard to find.
Did you know Kanye West is a Gemini?
Yeah, he is.
Universally hated.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, not universally.
Maybe universally. He talks about aliens.
Some people like him.
Maybe aliens like him.
There's still the Kanye cult of people who like him.
Look, we don't hate him. We don't really like his music.
We don't like a lot of the things that he's said.
We don't like a lot of things that he said, but we honestly don't like getting in the middle of the drama, and some of it is going to come up because the digitine movement.
The digitine movement. And speaking of the digitine movement, first on our list is Macklemore.
Macklemore, who was safe from the digitine.
Who just wants to help us find people to put in the digitine, honestly. Starting with the politicians.
Yeah, first step.
And he put all the politicians in the digitine when he wrote the song and released Heinz Hall. And we're going to talk about that.
All right, welcome, Data Army, to our YouTube, where we are going to talk about
some astrology birth charts, celebrity astrology birth charts. Are you ready?
I don't know. Are we? Hold on.
Yeah, and so back on track
Back on track. We had a little side conversation.
Back on track with the Mac.
With the Macklemore. In charge
of the Digitine.
The Digitine. I mean, he's not technically in charge. There was a small creator, but...
No. Yeah, we have to find small creator. We will find her. We will credit her in the description.
It just took on a life of its own.
Yeah. She's something. She put all the Met Gala participants in the Digitine for sure. That was fun.
Yeah.
But Macklemore, he put these politicians up in the Digitine.
The Digitine. Okay, so if you don't know what we're talking about, here's a catch up. Not long ago at the Met Gala, where we have had artists spend $75,000 on a ticket, and about some artists more than $200,000 on things that will melt, break, clothing that will wear one time. Meanwhile, things are happening around the world. That one of the she wasn't small. She's a content creator.
She's a semi-small content creator named Haley Bailey. And she dressed up like Marie Antoinette, and she used a sound that says, "Let them eat cake." She did an apology, where she basically said, "Hey guys, I'm a peasant just like you. I wasn't even invited to the Met Gala. I was just there in costume to interview, and then I had to leave. And then I went back for the after party because I know I have all these connections and friends. So I'm like, but I wasn't like actually at the Met Gala. I wasn't actually inside the Met Gala. I'm just a peasant just like you." And all these other creators that are small creators were using this same sound to just these makeup artists, these little peasants. These little peasants were using the sound, and it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal until I used the sound. What's the problem? That was her apology. It was kind of fun. It was kind of fun to listen to. You should go listen to it.
If you haven't blocked her.
You should listen to it by one of the creators who are criticizing her. Stitching it
on TikTok,
things like that, not directly on her page. You should block her, honestly.
So yeah, that happened. A lot of people.
That was her apology. I'm a peasant too, guys. I had to go home in my costume and come back to the after party later. You know?
So, a small creator created the Digitine, where she is sitting in front of a green screen, and it's like 18th century period behind her, and she says, "The modern guillotine, the Digitine, where we delete and block all these influencers and, famous people because we need to hit them where it hurts." This is not a new concept, right? This is like modern. This is modern. I don't even know the word I'm trying to say. Not picketing, but modern, like...
Yeah, it's similar to picketing. It's modern protest.
Modern protest. I'm sorry.
Online protests.
So, I mean, we all know that there are a lot of people that are out of touch once they make money. We even have corporations, big box cereal corporations saying, "Oh, you can't afford chicken? Eat cereal for dinner."
Even though we increased our prices as well.
So, there's that as well. I'm not mentioning names.
Reason.
But people are also not buying cereal as well. Specific brands that make other things as well. I would look into that if I were you. It is an actual commercial, by the way.
It rhymes with the smell smog.
Smell smog? Blog? Not vlog. Anyways, so a lot of things are happening in the world, and people are, upset about the Hunger Games of it all, because people are talking about how it's very District 12 and District 1.
We're not just talking about this, but there's a lot of political issues going on in the world today.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, it's all of the things.
It's all connected.
So if you are on TikTok, you'll see a lot of edits about Haley Bailey and Macklemore and District 12 and District 1 Hunger Games edits.
And child grooming.
Child grooming is happening. All the bad things. I mean, bad things are happening everywhere, but...
BBL Drizzy. Sorry. I can't.
So we're going to go over Macklemore, who released a song called Heinz Hall.
Yes.
About what's going on in the world. Yeah.
In Palestine and Israel. And it's got some intense lyrics.
This happened. He released the song around the time the Met Gala happened, and Drake and Kendrick's beef, which we will be talking about Kendrick in a little bit as well, because both of these men are Gemini men. So,
yeah. We have two controversial Gemini men here who are just right up in the media right now,
all over the place,
for different but similar reasons.
Calling people out
for different reasons.
Don't we love that our females were just kind of like giving off good, clean vibes?
Oh, yeah.
And the men are like...
Check out Spotify, ladies and gents. We have a beautiful comparison of the singer Aurora and Stevie Nicks.
Yes, you need to check that out, because if you like Aurora and you don't know who Stevie Nicks is, you need to know. You should know, because if you like Aurora, I'm pretty sure you've watched Practical Magic. You know a song about crystals? That's Stevie Nicks.
Yes. Go
jump in on our Spotify, where most of our viewers, all of our viewers, are female.
Yes, which is why we did these separate episodes. And YouTube, we hope you really, really enjoy this one here today. So
Macklemore is
super political in this song, and we love that because somebody had to say it.
And he is a Gemini sun.
Yes.
Libra moon. And Cancer rising.
And he is a Gemini Mercury, Leo in Venus, and Gemini Mars. I am also a Leo in Venus.
I feel like a lot of this is the Libra moon, babe. The fairness with his words.
Oh, it's very much... I'm
gonna weigh the scales at you, and they're tipping in...
It's very much
not your favor.
It's very much it's very much
Oh man. So yeah, if you haven't tuned in before, we compare it to celebrities' birth charts, and we talk about their music and how that comes through their birth charts and their music because of how they discuss, which is Mercury, how they feel, which is Venus and Moon, and who they are when they were born.
I can't rap.
Oh, I have to do it?
No, but I'm gonna read it.
Do you want to hear me rap again?
I can't rap, but someone argues, so can't Macklemore. No, I'm just kidding.
Horrid.
But
do you want
listen,
me to do it?
Listen. I like Macklemore. Listen, I've just heard lots of people say that this is a great song, and they're surprised by Macklemore putting out something so good. Anyways, but
do you want me to go? Do you want to go?
I've got it. The people they won't leave. What's threatening about divesting and wanting peace? The problem isn't the protest, it's what they're protesting. It goes against what our country is funding. Block the barricade until Palestine is free.
Hey.
Block the why are you saying hey?
Because that's what he says.
Oh, I wasn't saying hey because it's not important. Block the barricade until Palestine is free. When I was 7, I learned a lesson from Cube and Eazy-E. What was it again? Oh yeah, fuck the police. Actors in badges protecting property and a system that was designed by white supremacy. But the people are in the streets. You can pay off Meta, but you can't pay off me.
Why it's not pushing his songs. You know for a fact.
Politicians who serve by any means AIPAC.
I don't know.
CUFI. And all the companies.
Oh, it's acronyms.
I know they're acronyms, but I don't know how he's... APAC and Kufi, I think is how he says them. And all the companies, you see, we sell fear around the land of the free, but this generation here is about to cut the strings.
Not Age of Aquarius.
You can ban TikTok, take us out the algorithm, but it's too late. We've seen the truth. We bear witness. Seen the rubble, the buildings, the mothers and the children, and all the men that you murdered. And then we see how you spin it. Who gets the right to defend and who gets the right of resistance has always been about dollars and the color of your pigment. White supremacy is finally on blast, screaming free Palestine till they're home at last. We see the lies, and I'm claiming it's anti-Semitic to be anti-Zionist. I've seen Jewish brothers and sisters out here, and they're riding in solidarity, screaming free Palestine with them. I'm sorry. I
just feel like there's a lot that he said. He definitely even mentions the Drake diss track. He says, I want a ceasefire. Fuck a response from Drake. Like, he doesn't care. And you know, he even says that he's going to get cut from the algorithm. Like, he knows.
Yeah, he does. He said, I want ceasefires. Fuck a response from Drake. What you willing to risk? What you willing to give? What if you were in Gaza? What if those were your kids? What if the West was pretending that you didn't exist? What you'd want the world to stand up, and the students finally did. Let's get it. Like, that's the end of the song. That's how he ends the song. But, like, I did skip some through the...
There's a lot.
There. There's a lot, but, like, you get the gist.
You get the gist. He's definitely speaking it. He's tired of it.
Really makes a point. And, you know...
It's emotional.
It's full force. And it's the lyrical... The communicativeness of it is so Gemini.
Because he brought it all out.
He really did.
He laid it. He just said it.
He laid it all to rest. He put it beneath the grave. He said all that needed to be said.
You can't pay me off. I don't care about the beef with Drake. The world's going to hell in a handbasket.
He probably should have added one little, like, touch of... Oh, by the way, everyone, I'm not suicidal.
Yeah, I would have ended the song with that.
I'm clean from drugs, so I'm not about to have an overdose
I
either.
think he could have thrown in a verse like, I'm not suicidal if I go missing, you know why? Like something like that. Like something like that. Bitch. Apparently that needed to be said. He's not.
Sorry about the crash.
That was loud.
That was really loud.
I hurt my foot.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I kicked a metal table thing. Anyways, but yeah, he should have ended it on that because
for real, because my mic shut off. Sorry,
because we knocked everything down. Just like he buried it.
He should have like really said something to help protect himself there, because you know that Illuminati allegedly be going after people.
We're not speaking on things we don't know. We're just saying, look with your eyes.
Yeah.
That hurt. I think me rapping that really threw her too, because we both knocked stuff over and everything at the same time. He should have added that. Look, he needs to do something on social media.
He's like, I am
happy.
I am not suicidal.
I'm happy. I'm clean.
Right.
I'm just really angry at people pushing everything to the side.
Right.
So that was our first song, and we're gonna go from there, and it's gonna be some other songs.
Maniac.
So yeah, Macklemore said the thing. Definitely did. He was tired of it, and he was Yeah, it's a big movement in this whole digitine thing, even though he didn't really realize it. No one knew the digitine was going to happen, and it did, and now it's got a whole life of its own, doesn't it?
It really does, and it's growing daily.
So what people are doing, if you don't know, is blocking celebrities.
Blocking celebrities,
politicians,
billionaires.
Yeah, and then they're not buying certain
products,
cereal products,
just like any products.
And if you want to go further and not stream these people's music and listen to their content, you can do that. Not saying do that, but you know,
right.
Or buy their products.
Right. Life without music and entertainment is really hard.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't listen to music.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Or watch movies or whatever, because like life without music and entertainment is really hard. Like it just is.
That's why it's there though, to not only entertain us but also kind of put us in a state of quiet. So when the music gets rowdy, you can kind of connect the dots if you're listening to what we said earlier to now.
Right.
We're going to move on to another song, though. I'm going to stop talking.
Yeah, we have Maniac by Macklemore. I don't want to dance with a maniac, because the moment we touch, it's a heart attack. You know I love you, honey, but you got me running, yeah. I could give a damn, you're a maniac, and you talking like a killer got me on my back. You know I love you, honey, but you got me running, yeah. I fell in love with her moonwalk, dancing in the kitchen in her tube socks. I should have saw the signs, but refused. Dog, how am I supposed to ever move on? Why is it so complicated? You said that you didn't love me. Said you were working on yourself. You ain't been in therapy since 2020. Something isn't right. See it in your eyes. Always give advice and never taking mine when I say goodnight.
Sorry.
I'm thinking, ooh, you get on my nerves. I'm a fool. You better reimburse all the things you do. Put me in a hearse. We both coo. It's never gonna work. This song's a lot more lighthearted, obviously, because we all know Macklemore has that lighthearted side. So I have a good mix here between lighthearted songs and more deeper songs, obviously.
I got distracted because apparently he has an album called named Gemini.
Yeah, he does.
And I didn't realize that. So, these artists definitely do be paying attention to their astrology.
They do. Some of them do.
Not all of them, but some of them do,
Yeah. Macklemore pays attention to his astrology. That's for sure. Yeah, so when I hear the song, it's very lighthearted. I definitely get the Leo energy, because it's very it's very much like a vibe. And if you watch the music video, it's very much it's not as Leo, it's not giving as Leo as Thrift Shop does, which is next, but it's...
Is this song, okay, I don't know, I did listen to it, but it's been a minute, and I feel like it's a mix between anger and love.
He's dancing, and he's just ooh, full of himself a little bit, I don't know. And he's also just...
But Thrift Shop. How about this one? It's the same thing?
Yeah, it is. It's love-hate.
Yeah,
it's very
so that's what I'm saying.
So it's the Gemini.
It's a little airy.
It's the Libra. It's the Gemini. It's the Libra moon. It's the love-hate. It's the...
I should have seen the red flags. But in a softer way, I guess. We all know the next song.
Yeah, we all know Thrift Shop.
I mean, we all should probably. I mean, if you're a millennial, you know it.
You gonna do some Thrift Shop?
No. Look. I guess.
You gonna do some Thrift Shop?
Not ready. I'm gonna pop some tags. I got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. You want to keep going?
Yeah, keep going. It's so fun. I love it.
No, walking to the club like, what's up? I got a big cock. No, I'm just pumped. I bought some shit from the thrift shop. Ice on the fridge. It's so damn frosted. The people like, damn, that's cold ass honky.
I love that so much.
Rolling in a hella deep, headed to the mezzanine. Dressed in all pink, except my gator shoes. Those are green, draped in a leopard minx. Girl standing next to me. Probably should have watched this. Smells like R. Kelly sheets.
Oh, yes.
I can't. Sorry, it's so loud. Not sorry. Just sorry.
I love it so much.
So yeah, I mean, he just like rolling. Look, it talks about.
I'm gonna pop some.
Yeah,
tags.
look, like
$20 in my pocket.
I don't know his family life, but like this is how it was, and people honestly at the time, when like I had to go get thrifted shoes and stuff, people would like play joke at me and be like, oh, you know, where you shop at Goodwill? And I was like, yeah, it didn't make Goodwill cool.
No, you can really tell Macklemore grew up in a humble life.
Yeah, and after this, people like really wanted to shop at Goodwill. It was like, because he even says Goodwill in the song.
Yeah.
You know, Goodwill's not the only thrift store. There are other thrift stores you can go to, but...
No, and also, like, I recommend your
locally
owned thrift stores over corporately owned thrift stores.
Try to find them in your area. You know, they might be kind of hidden.
Consignment shops.
Consignment antique shops even sometimes have clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just look around your area. Ask somebody that's local.
Because I wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. Sorry.
You know, and there's even estate sales.
Right, estate sales. Yeah.
That's true. You know, I used to get picked on because we'd shop at thrift shops, and after the song, everybody's like, oh, where'd you get that? Oh, the thrift shop. And they thought it was the coolest fucking thing.
Yeah. No, I see some of the most amazing vintage outfits on some of these people, and I'll walk up and be like, where did you get your clothes? And they'll be like, the thrift store. I thrifted all of this. And I'm like, of course you did. It's amazing. You look amazing.
You know, sometimes you got to go out of the way, though, because sometimes the good stuff is in like an hour away.
Sometimes the good stuff just doesn't fit.
That too. Look, yeah, no, you're right. I found some dresses that I really liked, and they were like legit old dresses on consignment, and they did not fit. They're beautiful.
We have drug dealer coming up next.
We do have drug dealer.
My drug dealer was a doctor. Do
you want to start from there? Where's that even at?
No, I'll just read from the top. They said it wasn't a gateway drug. My homie was taking subs and he ain't wake up. The whole while these trigger warning. I'm so sorry that was late. But this song's about drug use. And it gets dark. Okay, thank you. Back to the song. They said it wasn't a gateway drug. My homie was taking subs and he ain't wake up. The whole while, these billionaires, they kicked up, paying out Congress so we take their drugs. Murderers who will never face the judge. And we dance into a song about how our face gone numb. But I seen homies turn gray, noses draining blood. I could have been gone out 30s, faded in a tub. That's Prince, Michael, Whitney, and that's Amy Ledger and Pimp C. That's Yams and DJ AM. God damn, they're making a killing. Now it's time. Now it's getting attention. 'Cause Sarah, Katie, and Billy. But this shit's been going one from Seattle out to South Philly. It just moved out about the city and spread out to the burbs. Now it's everybody's problem. Got a nation on the verge. Take activists off the market. Jack the price up on the syrup. But Purdue farmers about to move that work. My drug dealer was a doctor. Doctor got the blood from Big Pharma. He said that it would heal me, but it only gave me problems. My drug dealer was a doctor.
Yeah. So this song came out in 2016. Keep that in mind. He needs to update and make another one like this because it talks about being OD'd in a tub. And this is probably why people stopped hearing him in the mainstream. Because, I think after Thrift Shop, you didn't hear his works, but he did definitely come out with songs after Thrift Shop.
Yeah, and when he says, and these devils, they keep talking to me, they scream and open the bottle, I want to be at peace, my hand is gripping that throttle, I'm running out of speed, trying to close my eyes, but I keep sweating through these sheets, 4 horsemen, they won't let me forget. I want to forge a prescription because, doctor, I need some more of it. When morphine and heroin is more of your budget, I said I'd never use a needle, but sure, fuck it. I'm caught up. I'm on one. I'm nauseous. No options. Exhausted. This is not what I started. Walking carcass. I lost everything I wanted. My blinds drawn. Too gone to leave this apartment. That's intense.
Just saying, he needs to make another song similar, talking about how, because this is why we stopped hearing him in the mainstream, because he calls out ODs happening, being lost in the bathtub. Read the lyrics, listen to the song. He is struggling, or did struggle as an addict, right?
I would say he probably does continue to struggle. His last relapse was just a couple years ago in 2022, from what I read, allegedly. I read an article.
He just, he did say about things in the industry, and if you got ears to hear, you can say cheers or not. I'm trying my best with dark humor here. But
it was either 2020 or 2022. I can't remember.
Because he wrote this song in 2016, and while he may not be struggling this much, it does have struggle in it, but also it does mention other artists that were found.
Right.
Conspiracy or not. I'm making a face. The face is facing. All right, so the last song is Glorious.
Glorious. Another light-hearted song.
How come I'm doing the light ones and you're doing the dark ones? Did we switch spots? For reals.
Well, I did a light one. I did Maniacs, kind of lighter. It's medium well. I feel glorious. This song is definitely on my playlist.
It is on our playlist.
Well, I mean, it's on my liked songs, just in general. It's also on the playlist, obviously, because it's all of these songs are on the playlist. On the BoobTube playlist, on the YouTube playlist.
And Spotify.
If you have Spotify. Because you want to listen to both.
Yeah, you need to listen to both. Please listen to both, because the other episode is a little different.
It's completely different.
Well, I mean, it is completely. We're talking about other artists that are Geminis. We're talking about 2 Gemini females, and I know that some of you don't have Spotify, but it is a free app, and I think that some of you that are listening on YouTube would like the Spotify episode. So glorious is, I'm back like I never left. Another sprint, another step, another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude and lease on life, and some peace of mind seek and I find, and I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of a pie, grab the keys to the ride, and shit, I'm straight. I'm on a wave. I'm on my wave. Get out my wake. I'm running late. What can I say? I heard you die twice. Once when they bury you in the grave. And the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it for the fame? Legend, it's Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring us. Got 20,000 deep off in the streets like we some warriors. My mama told me we never bow your head. Yeah, I feel glorious. It's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Pretty deep about, the purpose of living and what's living for and getting through life.
Yeah.
And advice from your mama. And it gets a little lighter. I don't know. Maybe it's the way I wrapped it. Maybe I'm not for a lighthearted rap. You've heard it here.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people aren't for a lighthearted rap, which is why they're like, oh, Macklemore just doesn't go hard, and that's why people don't like him.
It's not that I don't like it, but it can't, like, the way rap
I feel like he goes hard in a different way, and some of his songs really do go hard, which is why everyone loves Heinz Hall, and they're like, oh, wow, Heinz Hall, oh, Macklemore really can rap. He really does have bars.
I mean, he's got good ones even in this one, because he's like the crib looking Victorian, oh, yes, it is. You know that
but
we've been going in since we hopped out that DeLorean. That's lighthearted.
They view him as a pop star, right?
Because of Thrift Shop. Because they stopped hearing him. People stopped hearing him.
Exactly.
Because he wasn't pushed.
They're like, he's not a real rapper.
As soon as I read the lyrics for Drug Dealer, I realized why he was not pushed in the algorithm anymore.
Yeah.
He's talking about...
Because he's too political for...
He said Congress in that one too.
Higher ups taste.
So it's not a new thing of him challenging, because he was talking about Congress and Big Pharma.
He's
and drug
all
dealer.
about justice with that Libra moon.
Yeah. So at that point they were like, oh well. So people really didn't expect him to come out with Heinz Hall, but like I feel like it tracks. If you look at Drug Dealer.
Yeah. No, you would. When I heard about Heinz Hall and that Macklemore put it out and what it was about, I was like, that tracks. That's totally a Macklemore move.
Yeah.
If anyone was going to do that, it would be Macklemore.
Because he's, well known. Because I know there's indie artists that start off the gate but spreading awareness, but they don't get famous because they're already spreading awareness.
Right, which is why they never get big to begin with.
Because you gotta be quiet.
Artists who are about their personal drama get big.
And that is a segue into some rapping that's happening with Kendrick and Drake and
BBL dresses.
Yeah, look. Kendrick is very relevant with that whole situation.
Guess who else has bars?
Yeah, look, it's a whole thing. Alleged things are gonna come up.
And we're not covering every diss track because that would be
boring.
We're not covering Kendrick Lamar based solely on just his diss tracks, but we are going to start on one of the diss tracks.
But alleged things, okay? We're not saying that people are certain things, but like you can look at receipts.
Yeah, no, we're not taking a stance.
Trying not to.
Out loud.
I think you could, you can draw conclusions.
Right.
If you're listening and comprehending.
Right.
Okay, Kendrick Lamar is a Gemini sun, a Pisces moon, and a Libra rising. Him and Macklemore have big Libra. Macklemore is a moon Libra, and Kendrick is a Libra rising. So they got that justice, babe.
And they also have a big water.
Yeah, Pisces.
Big water. That's what I was looking at their big three, and I was like, dang, they are very similar in their big three.
Yeah. But similarity does not make same, though. No. That's why we're covering them like this, so that you can see a little bit of difference. But because they have big Libra, you're going to see that they're all about that justice, that balance, that balance. So let's look at Euphoria. By Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, and this just gets even better on the next track because we just go right in on him.
I have to type in my keypad thing for my phone. Just, technical. Don't, you need to have a lock on your phone. My kids like to try to buy things. Euphoria. On my devices.
Because Euphoria is the name of a television show that Drake works on or helps produce or something. He has involvement with in some way.
Can you pick where you want me to stop?
And it's about teenage kids having sex. Let's just say that. That's what the show's about.
It's fucking gross.
So he called his song Euphoria and calling him out as an alleged groomer. So how appropriate, right? Okay.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna stop where he says shoo, shoo, shoo. Because this song is...
I hate the way that you... I hate.
You want me to say that?
I don't know. Is that... You gonna get to that part before you stop?
No. It's a 6-minute song.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what to read to you guys. Okay, what to rap read.
I mean, you can skip parts and then you can get to the hate part.
It's all the way at the bottom.
Then read the top verse and hook and then scroll to the bottom.
Alright, well. She sang Euphoria already. I'm not doing that. Do you want to sing it again?
No.
Them superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. A famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate. You're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Fabricating stories on the family front because you heard Mr. Moral?
Mr.
Moral. Look. He's be weird. Mr. Moral, a pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist. You a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but if FUBU never had been your collection. Yeah, that's FUBU. Bro, I haven't heard that name in a long time. I make music like electrifying them. You make music that pacifying them. I double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Now you a master manipulator and a habitual liar too. And don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you. And then we're going to go all the way down. All the way down. I went too far down. Hold on, guys. The song does not say all the way down. Scroll. Okay. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hang with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that future request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say that word, not saying it, bleepity bleep 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 bleep. But that's just me, I guess. Yeah. Do you want me to read more? Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where is a man? 'Cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I even bled him I ain't even bled him yet. Can I bleed him? Bet. When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe.
I love that line so much.
Oh, free to get. When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I think we'll stop on that one. So, yeah, he went in, and he even says, like, you know,
I said, not too bad bitches. When I heard that, I was like, oh my.
You know, he definitely is even saying, like, look, don't talk shit about me, because I'm going to tell what's going on with you. I'm going to lay it out. And that's that Libra. Let's just lay it out.
Well, to be fair, Drake said that Kendrick beat his wife. 1, Kendrick isn't married. 2, Kendrick talks about some stuff that he went through with his baby mama in their relationship that's sensitive. He talks about it in his own music. And he talks about some emotional stuff that they went through, emotional abuse wise, that he may have put her through some intense stuff, but there's nothing about him putting hands on her, right? Which is something that Drake just like blatantly made up, right? Allegedly.
Look, you know, I feel like a lot of it is always allegedly. I don't know. I don't feel like these rappers all roll together. Some of them do, some of them don't.
Ooh, but did they roll together?
Look, maybe. I don't know. I'm just wording.
Because did they roll together? Because this next song indicates that maybe they might have rolled together at some point.
So you want to sing it? Sing rap. Not rap, sing.
But, I mean, we're still kind of talking about how this relates to his signs.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that he definitely, like, was honest about it. I feel like the Libra is definitely coming through.
Oh, it's definitely...
And he was vocal about it. Like, he was like, look, do you want to tell truths?
Do
you want to tell truths? Or you want to tell lies?
The anger of that Pisces moon, but the Cancer isn't, like, explosive. It's more like... It's more like... It's not explosive, though. It's like...
Standing their ground.
I'm gonna diss you brutally. But I'm gonna, like, come for, like, the lowest blows I can come for.
They have receipts.
With the receipts.
Yeah.
I'm coming with the receipts. For sure. And I feel like that's the full-blown Cancer, Mercury, Mars.
And Libra.
The Libra is all justice, but justice is all about receipts, too. I feel like Cancer gets receipts. Gemini is like, I'm going to gossip about you without receipts because I don't need to. You know, and I'm like, I don't care if people believe me or not.
You know, that's pretty...
I must say it anyway. But, like, the others are like, the water signs are like, no, I'm getting receipts. And Libra's like, justice, like, receipts.
Are you telling me you don't have a receipt folder on your phone?
A receipt folder?
I have a receipt folder.
That's your Virgo.
Look, just know that I have a receipt folder. Should I tell you that? Probably not, but I'm telling you that I do. So when people think things and it's documented, I laugh. And then I talk about it and laugh some more. So if you want receipts, I have them. Because people really think that, like, anything documented on social media doesn't exist, but you can download files, babe.
People, I mean, I'm not saying I have no receipts at all. I've kept, if I think something's important enough, I'll keep it, but I don't, like, keep receipts of everything. Everything.
Look, my Google Photos is the screenshots.
I have some screenshots, okay?
Screen recordings. It's bad. I mean, is it bad? Look.
So, funny story about this diss track about Drake, because this next song is actually featuring Drake.
Featuring.
It's called Poetic Justice. This is my favorite Kendrick Lamar song.
These candles are candling. I don't know if you've heard them. I've heard them popping and dropping and just being cray.
Like, snap, crackle, and pop.
Hermes and Odin got things to say.
They sure do.
All right, let's get on it. Your turn to rap, sing.
Not. Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Put your hands up high.
Put them up.
Hands up high. Tell them, dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go. I recognize your fragrance. Hold up. You ain't never gotta say shit. I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else so basic. You live life on everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you the flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems and these songs dedicated to you. When you're in the mood for empathy, there's blood in my pen. Better yet, we're your friends in them. I really want to know you all. I really want to show you off. Fuck that. Pour up plenty of champagne cold nights when you curse this name. You call up your girlfriends. You'll curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she want to go party. She want to go and party. Blank. Don't approach her with that arty blank. That ain't good game, homie. Sorry. They say conversation rule the nation. I can tell. But I could never right my wrongs unless I write them down for real. P.S. You can get it. You can get it. You can get it. You can get it. And I just know. Just know that. Just know what you want. Poetic justice, put it in a song. I can't even right now because I said way too much.
You said you wanted to sing it, man.
I know.
You did start singing it.
I did. Because in my head I was like, I want to sing this so bad.
I don't rap. I don't sing.
I know, but I love this song so much.
Alright, so.
Notice what you want. Poetic justice. Put it in a song. Alright. And in the thunder and rain. I can't. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry, y'all.
You're not so stupid. I feel like you just like it because the Venus and Gemini.
Okay. The Venus and Gemini.
This is a party song. This is a do things in the dark song.
I don't know if it's a party song or, well, maybe do things in the dark song, but it's like, yeah, it's very much like let's get freaky.
I mean, it's not, hey little mama, let me whisper in your ear, but
young East African girl, you too busy fucking with your other man. I was trying to put you on game, put you on a plane, take you and your mama to the motherland. I could do it maybe one day when you figure out you're gonna need someone. Yeah, I think that actually that's Drake's line. That's funny. That's funny.
I can't with that audio visual. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like It's just one of those airy kind of songs that's talking about party or some extra time. Just, you know, it was interesting. What you think?
I think it's very much like I want to woo you with my money.
Yeah. It's like a strip club. I'm not saying it's a strip club, but it sounds like a strip club. That's a dark room.
It is.
And the perfume.
And the perfume and the sexiness. It is,
you know, it sounds like an experience. I feel like the Gemini takes you there.
The Gemini is taking you there. That Gemini, you're right. It's very Gemini Venus song. It's fun and sexy.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right, we got 3 more songs.
DNA is next.
Yeah, I know. DNA is next. Yeah, if we didn't trigger warn, we did on some of Macklemore songs. This is, I'm gonna mention some powdery substance that people like to use. Trigger warning. Okay. Do you want me to pause it? Or do you want me to keep going?
You can keep going. I'll be right back, y'all.
She's gonna be right back.
Cinnamon Grove gonna rap to you.
I'm gonna rap to you a little bit about this. DNA by Kendrick Lamar. I got it. Loyalty got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece. Got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle through ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, since one like this. Immaculate conception, I transform like this. Perform like this. It was Yeshua new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate. Then off your fucking head. This, that, put the kids to bed. This, that, I got it. Realness, I just kill shit because it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got troublesome heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again. Like Wimbledon, I serve. Yeah, that's him again. The sound that engine is in. Like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work. I know just who you are. See, use a bitch. Your hormones probably switch inside your DNA. So, I feel like this is very airy. And I feel like he might be starting to get on to somebody where I just stopped in the lyrics. Mm-hmm. Like trying to lay into somebody, but he's not exactly being hard hitting. But when we're looking at his chart, he don't have a big fire placement.
Nah.
So it makes a lot of sense that the way he's doing it is kind of like a little bit like a hurricane. I like to describe it like that. When there's lots of air and water.
The Pisces. It's more like the Pisces anger.
Yeah, it's not like straight at you in the jugular, but
he does show that Pisces anger, but also the Cancer. It's very water anger. It's like, that's how he expresses it. His anger is it's not like I'm coming to physically stomp you, but
I'll lay it out in a way for everybody to see it and hear it and feel it.
People are gonna know the truth.
So, I mean, I just feel like it's a lot of air in that song so far where I stopped with the lyrics. I didn't feel like he laid into somebody, whereas like with Euphoria, it was laying in. But I mean, music style can change just like anything in art, and so maybe he just wasn't that fired up. He wasn't that agitated enough to lay into them the same way he is now.
It's also a very boasting song.
Yeah. It is like very much in the beginning where he's talking about like, I got this, I got that, but also there's good and bad. He's talking about duality. I got good stuff in my DNA, I got bad stuff in my DNA. Right. I got money, but I also got cocaine. That's what he says. That's one of the lyrics. So I don't know, like it's the duality and then kind of like coasting the edge with the honesty of what he's thinking, So we're on Count Me Out now, and then these walls after that.
Yeah. Count me out. We may not go... I can't read.
You can't.
We may not know which way to go on this dark road, Mr. Duckworth. All of these hoes make it difficult. Session 10 breakthrough. One of these lives, I'ma make things right with the wrongs I've done. That's one of you now. With the father, son, till then I fight. Rain on me, put the blame on me. Got guilt, got hurt, got shame on me. Got 6 magazines that's aim at me. Done every magazine, what's fame to me, and I'm tripping and falling. It's a game to me. Where the bedroom at? Sleep, I ain't had affairs with that. What's fair when the hearts and the words don't reach? What's fair when the money don't take things back? It's rare when somebody take your dreams back, and I'm tripping and falling. I care too much, want to share too much, in my head too much. I shut down too much, I ain't there too much. I'm a complex soul. They layered me up, then broke me down. And morality's dust, I lack in trust, and I'm tripping and falling. This time around, I trust myself, please. Everybody else but myself. All else fails. I was myself. Outdone fear, outdone myself. This year, you better won yourself. I'm tripping and falling. Masks on babies, mask on an op. Wear masks in the neighborhood stores. You shop, but a mask won't hide who you are inside. Look around, the reality's carved in the lies. Wipe my ego, dodge my pride, and I'm tripping and falling. Look myself in the mirror. Amityville, I ain't seen nothing scarier. I fought like a pit bull terrier. Blood I shed would fill up aquariums. Tell my angels carry 'em. I'm tripping and falling. Every emotion been deprived. Even my strong points couldn't survive. And I didn't learn to love myself. Forgive myself 100 times, dog.
So he has a lot of Christian imagery in this. He said Yeshua, he said Nazareth in the other song, and this one he's talking about angels. And honestly, a lot of rappers have a lot of Christian imagery in their raps. I just wanted to mention that because we did talk about like witchy imagery and other imagery. Even like Aura had a little bit of like Christian imagery in it because she talked about Eden and stuff. Because Geminis like to talk about everything. We mention all of it, and we're honest in our airiness. We don't hide it because we like the duality, just like we invite in the chaos, or we go through the chaos and we're okay.
Right.
So it sounds a lot like he's just airing out all of his feelings. Like airing out is the best word that I can say with him being an air sign, a big air sign.
But that's what Geminis do. We air out our feelings. We air it out. We let it go.
And if you're not ready for the honesty, that's a you problem.
No, sometimes I find myself like almost trauma dumping, like being too honest with people. like just saying too much.
You have to have that person that you're just like, hey, I need to vent.
Right. Like I just feel like saying too much.
You gotta say that in the beginning of the conversation. As a Gemini, I've learned that too. Not another spiritual guru and me kind of do that, where we just like get on the phone and it's immediately like, da 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 da, because we need to talk to somebody about it. But having the platform to have music and having listeners listen to your music, you just be writing it and saying it. Like, I think at that point you're just like, oh well, I'm telling it, right? Like,
I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Might as well. So yeah, I feel like it was just a lot of airy honesty.
Yeah.
Because it covered a lot of things. The last song is These Walls, and we had some interesting theories about this one.
This is definitely a metaphor for being inside of a vagina. or prison. But also mostly a vagina. Did you know the inside of some prisons' walls are painted pink? Fun fact. All right, let's get into the lyrics.
The conversation we have had outside of actually talking to you guys are just really weird. People don't know how to handle our conversations if they overhear it. We're one of those people where, like, if I'm on the phone in the grocery store talking to not another spiritual guru, people really probably want to hear the other side of the conversation. Because we just be talking.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's not crazy. It's just funny. So I don't want to repeat If These Walls Could Talk 10 times. So we're just going to start. If these walls could talk sex, she just want to close her eyes and sway. If you exercise your right to work it out, it's true. Shout out to the birthday girl. Say hey. No, he don't say that. I'm just joking. Everyone deserves a night to play, and she plays only when you tell her no. If these walls could talk, I could feel your rain when it cries gold lives inside of you. If these walls could talk, I love it when I'm in it. I love it when I'm in it. If these walls could talk, they'd tell me to swim good. No boat, I float better than he would. No life jacket, I'm not the guard in Nazareth. But I'm not the guard in Nazareth.
It says God of Nazareth on here.
I guess they don't know because we both looking at the lyrics from two different sources.
Yeah, that's weird.
So apparently he's not in charge of Nazareth, but your flood can be misunderstood while telling me that full of pain, resentment, needs someone to live in them just to relieve tension. Me, I'm just a tenant. Landlord said these walls vacant more than a minute. These walls are vulnerable. Exclamation. Interior pink, color coordinated. I interrogated every nook and cranny. I mean, it's still amazing before they could stand me. Anyways, so there's a lot of water and there's a lot of walls, and it's talking about being flooded.
I'm happier when I'm here
and in it.
These walls never could hold up. Every time I come around, demolition might crush.
Look, so, I don't really know what it's about, but then he also talks about religion a few times. Nazareth, knock these walls down.
If you watch
like
the
it's my religion
video, if you watch the music video, he's in some kind of a whorehouse.
Look.
And he's hooking up.
It is like the one I just read. I don't know if you guys heard it. It said,
and the girl's boyfriend's in jail.
Where did it say? I just said it.
And he's like wondering what she's up to.
Knock these walls down like that's my religion. Like that's a lyric. So you can.
He's pounding down them walls. The inside of them walls is pink. They're flooding. I mean, you get the associations. You see why I said what I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
This is more of a lighthearted one, but also kind
of a little sexy. But like that Venus and Gemini.
He's like, I'm gonna say it.
A little double entendre.
He's like, it's metaphorical. So what am I talking about?
Your vagina.
Oh, so yeah, that was our last song by Kendrick. I feel like you get a lot of the water and air because he only has, lots of water in here.
That's basically water and air. That's all he is. That's all his big six is water and air.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right, because, Cancer is a water sign. I was looking at Macklemore, who had Venus, which is Leo, which is Sun, the luminary. We don't. Mm-hmm. So we should have brought that up when we were talking about them. Looking at their charts next to each other, it kind of seems like that's probably why Macklemore likes to shine a light.
No, he definitely has that Leo glow about him.
Yeah.
Macklemore has that Leo glow, whereas Kendrick's a, darker aesthetic.
Yeah, because of the water and the air.
He's a little murkier. Murkier. Murkier because his Mercury is in Cancer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. So I hope you enjoy the astrology segment on the YouTube. Go listen on the Spotify.
Yes, and listen to the playlist.
We do realize that this episode was very long. It is okay. We had a lot to cover.
No, it's not. It's not that long. It's about an hour, but that's okay.
There's a lot to cover, especially with modern things going on. I don't feel like we went in depth about the digitine on Spotify, but it's okay.
Well, that episode really wasn't more about the digitine because we were talking about these ladies that are not in the drama.
Yeah, these ladies are very much out of it while these guys are very much in it.
That's why we put these men in the drama-filled place of YouTube, because YouTube's where the drama's at.
And this is where you guys will actually see those names and click.
Yes.
So
YouTube is the home of the digitine.
Home of the digitine.
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, home of the digitine.
And it's funny that the way we did this, because Gemini constellation is a quadruplets.
Quadruplets, yes. And we did 4. We did 4, 2 boys and 2 girls, just like Castor, Pollux, Clytemnestra, and Helen of Troy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go listen to that.
Yes, go listen to our deities episode as well, where we talk about how Castor and Pollux became the Gemini constellation. Yes.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify. We'd love to see you.
All of the places. Yes, thank you.
And thank you for listening. If you are a listener, we are now dubbing you part of the Jadeite Army. Welcome.
Welcome. We love you. Goodbye.
We love you. Goodbye.